Hello everyone, I'm Pradnya Gulane from Computer Engineering Department, AISSMS Institute of Information and Technology. Today I'm going to explain Dijkstra algorithm. This algorithm is used to find out the shortest path between two vertices or in between two objects. This algorithm was found by the Dijkstra in 1959 and it is also known as a Dijkstra shortest path algorithm. This algorithm gives the shortest length of the path from any to from vertex A to vertex Z. Now, this algorithm is used to find out a shortest path, but actually it is not provided an actual path between vertex A to vertex Z. So in the introduction of a Dijkstra algorithm, suppose the G represent graph as a graph and its elements are vertices and edges, and A and Z are any two vertices on that graph. Suppose L of X, it denotes the label of vertex Z, which represent the length of a shortest path from vertex A to vertex Z, and W denotes the weight on edge which connect two vertices Vi and Vj. So first step of Dijkstra algorithm is in a first step they define the two different classes. Class name is P and T. The P equal to phi initially, where P is a set of those vertices which have permanent labels, and T is another class. It is a set of all vertices of a graph, and load of a starting vertex A is equal to initially 0, and the load of X equal to infinity, means remaining vertices load we don't know, so that initially it is infinity. Then in step 2, we select the vertex V in T which has the smallest label, and this label is called a permanent label of V or that vertices, and we also set P equal to P union V. It means initially P is phi. When we next vertex is selected, that vertex is minus from the class T and that vertex is added into the class P or a set P. And here L of Z is the length of a shortest path from vertex A to vertex Z. In this way, in a step 3, if the vertex V is not equal to Z, then we revise the label of vertices of T. That is the vertices which do not have the permanent label. The new label of the vertex X in T is given by L of X equal to minimum of in bracket old L of X, it means old load of that vertices, comma load of vertices plus weight of vertices from the V to X, where WVX is the weight of the edge joining the vertex V and X. If there is a no direct edge joining V and X, then take V comma X equal to infinity. Then in the step 4, we repeat the step 2 and 3 until the Z gets the permanent label. So here we will see this one example so that you can easily get how Dijkstra shortest path algorithm will work. So here in this graph, the starting point is A and ending point is Z. We want to find out a shortest path from A to Z, and this graph contains all the vertices A, B, C, D, E, F, and Z. So to find out the shortest path, first step is initially the class P equal to 5 and class T, which contain all the vertices of graph G, so that we write down all the vertices A, B, C, D, F, and Z. Load of A equal to initially 0 and the remaining vertices load we don't know, so that L of load of X equal to infinity. Then the first vertex is A, so P equal to A and the remaining vertices are B, C, D, E, F, Z. So to find out the next node or vertex, we use formula. We find out the load of B, which is directly connected to A. So minimum of load B, comma, load A plus weight on edge, which connect A and B. So initially the old load equal to infinity and the load of A equal to initially 0. So 0 we put here, and edge weight equal to 22, which connect the vertex A and B. So we write down here 22. So if we find out the minimum in between infinity and 22, so the 22 is minimum. So the load of B equal to 22. In this way, we find out the load of remaining vertex. Load of C equal to 16, then load of D equal to 8, and vertex E, F, and Z are not directly connected with vertex A, so that it is equal to infinity. So out of these three loads, 22, 16, and 8, the 8 is a minimum load, so that the next vertex which we select is a D. So if we select D, it means we add it into the permanent label, so that P equal to A comma D and T equal to remaining nodes. Again, same procedure we apply here. We find out the shortest weight which is connected to vertex D. So again, we use same formula and we calculate the load of B, which is equal to 22. Then the load of C equal to 16. Load of E equal to infinity here because it is not directly connected. Then the load of F equal to 14. And the load of Z equal to again infinity. So out of these three weights, the minimum weight is 14, which is F. Then so the next vertex we select is a F. So here first vertex is A, next vertex is D, then next vertex we select is F. So now the next F node is add into the P set, and the remaining vertices we write down in a set T. Again, we use the same formula and find out the shortest or the minimum weight which is connected directly to the load F. So if we use formula, again, load of B, which is directly connected to F, so that it is equal to 21. If we calculate load of C, it is equal to 16. Load of E is infinity because F is not directly connected to E, and the load of Z equal to 23. So here we have three loads, 21, 16, and 23. The smallest load is a 16. So the next node is C. So when the C is selected, again, it is added into the P class or P set and minus from T set. So the next step is, again, we find out the minimum weight which is connected to the next node. So again, we use same formula, the load of B equal to 21 here. the load of E equal to 20 and the load of Z equal to 23. So the minimum weight is 20. So we select the next node is E. Again, the E node is transferred into the P and minus from T. Again, we use same formula, find out the remaining load of remaining nodes. It is 21 for the load of B. Then load of Z equal to 23. So the minimum load is 21. So we select the next node is B. And only one node is remaining, which is Z. So if we if we calculate the weight, it is equal to 23. So now the permanent label or the permanent weight of Z is equal to 23. So the shortest path length from A to Z is equal to 23. Now we have to find out the path which length equal to 23. So if we go again, backtrack it, then 9 plus 6 equal to 15 plus 8 equal to 23. So the shortest path from A to Z is A, D, F, and Z. So in this way, the Dijkstra algorithm is worked to find out the minimum or the shortest path from starting point to the end point. Thank you, all of you.